Hello everyone, welcome to a new video from Techosa. Have you ever thought why everything around us makes sound? Also, every sound that we hear are different. Be it the sound of traffic, rain, barking of dogs, or even people talking. Every day we hear thousands of sounds, most of which we don't even notice. So in this video, we will learn the concept of sound. We can hear sound, but can we see sound? But actually we can. This is a spectrogram. You might have seen this somewhere else. This is how sound looks like. You might have guessed. Sound is a wave. When you pull the string of a guitar, it vibrates and creates sound. So sound is created by vibrations. In a speaker, electrical energy is converted to sound. So that means sound is also an energy. Okay, so what is sound? Well, sound is an energy that travels in the form of wave and is created by vibrations in a particle. But how does this sound get to you? Think of a doorbell or the sound of an ambulance. These sounds reaches your ear through the air. Okay, so sound travels through air, right? Yes, but sound can also travel through water. Did you know that whales communicate with other whales many kilometers away using sound underwater? So yeah, sound travels through water too. When you go to the doctor places a stethoscope on your chest and can hear your heartbeats. The sound of your heartbeat reaches the doctor's ear through the tube. So, sound travels through solids too. So what if there is no air, solid or liquid between you and an object that is making sound? In that case, you will not be able to hear anything. So this is called vacuum. If we go to the moon and shout at each other, we will not be able to hear each other. This means that sound needs a medium to travel. We have seen in our earlier video about light. Light doesn't need an medium. It can also travel through vacuum. Okay, so you know that sound can travel to you through solids, liquids or gas. But how does sound travel through this media? Sound is produced by vibrations. When an object is vibrating, the particles touching the object will also start vibrating. These particles will collide with the particles adjacent to them. The adjacent particles in turn collide with the neighboring particles. This continues until the sound reaches our ear. The movement of these particles is also a vibration. Think of an alarm clock making a sound. The vibration from the clock will vibrate the surrounding air particles and vibrating air particles reaches our ears. The vibrations in the air particles will cause our eardrums to vibrate. Our brain will perceive these vibrations as the sound coming from the alarm clock. Remember that the particles itself are not moving from the object to our ears. It is the disturbance that is traveling through the medium and reaching us. This disturbance in the medium is what we call the sound wave. Let us understand a sound wave using a tuning fork as an example. This is a tuning fork made up of steel. Here, we will take air as a medium of sound to travel. Normally, this is what air particles looks like around the tuning fork when it is not vibrating. When we strike the tuning fork on a rubber pad, it will start to vibrate and will hear a sound. How does the sound travels through the medium? The two prongs of the tuning fork are vibrating. Let us first think of just one prong vibrating. When the prong moves away from its initial position, it pushes and compresses the air particles close to it. This creates a high pressure region which is also called a compression. This compression travels through the air as a disturbance. In the compressed area, the density is very high, which means that the particles are very close to each other. When the prong moves to the other side, the pressure on the particles close to the right side decreases and continues to decrease as the prong moves further. This creates a low pressure region which is also called rarefaction. If we look closely, we can see that the compression in the form of a disturbance has reaches a new region. Similarly to how the compression moves, the rarefaction also moves through the air as the disturbance. In rarefaction, the density of the particle is less, which means that the particles are far away from each other. As the tuning fork continues to vibrate, we get a series of compressions and rarefaction. This continuous series of compression and rarefaction is what we call sound waves. Yes, sound waves travels in a form of compression and rarefaction. Imagine a speaker instead of a tuning fork. Then also we can see that the sound wave traveling from the speaker also moves in compression and rarefaction. In a speaker, the diaphragm vibrates to convert electrical energy to sound energy. Do you know an example where sound energy is converted to electrical energy? The answer is microphone. Okay, let's have a recap. We have learned that sound is a form of energy. Sound is created by vibrations of an object. Sound propagates through medium in the form of sound waves. Unlike our eyes, we cannot close our ears, so that we can say that hearing is one of the most important among the senses. We are subjected to a huge number of different types of sound. Some are pleasant and desirable, such as speech and music, whereas some others are annoying sounds of like machineries or road noises. Okay, so that's it about sound. Hope you'll find this video informative. If you have any doubts and queries regarding this session, feel free to ask it in the comment section below. So see you all in the next video. Till then, bye bye.